Okay, for today's lesson, what I'll do with you is that I'll guide you in using the dictionary and thesaurus to further clarify word meanings as you read text and to add to your record of vocabulary. And what the student, will do today will be to record the vocabulary learned in your digital word bank. So what is a word bank? If you turn to page 318 of your Voices at Play book, okay, talking about let's boost our vocabulary using a word bank. You create and build a word bank by recording new or interesting words or expressions you have read and their meanings. So why should you use it? Because when you build and add to a word bank, it not only boosts our vocabulary knowledge, but also help us to listen, read, speak, and write better. So when do you use it? You can add new or interesting words or expression to a word bank as you read and listen to different texts in and outside class. We can also use a word bank to help build a richer vocabulary for our writing. So, how do you do it? So, as you read, you can use a dictionary or thesaurus to clarify word meanings that we are unsure about. So, we're going to read a personal recount. And personal recounts are full of useful verbs. Earlier, we have already talked about the different type of words. So action, saying, mental, sensing kind of verbs. And descriptive words, which are the adjectives, the adverbs, and these are used and elaborate on people, action, things, and places. So pay attention to these words and pick the ones that you're not familiar with. Words usually have many different meanings beside the one that you found in the text. So learning a word involves understanding these different meanings as well as the following. For example, what word classes can it belong to, such as a noun, a verb, an adjective, an adverb, a preposition, how the word is used in a sentence, how the word is pronounced. Okay, and you can find out all of this by using the dictionary or thesaurus. Okay, so in your Voices at Play book on page 319, there is a graphic organizer that helps you to record the interesting or new words and expression you have used and their meanings. Okay, so you can use your own words when recording the meanings. Okay, so what is it that I want you to do? Would be to create a word list using the Notes app in your handphone. As you read, take note of the interesting phrases that you notice. Record them down so that you can use these phrases in your life. Okay, in your writing, in your conversations. So, before I review what are some of the phrases that you can record in your word list, you might want to take a look at the video on the best breakfast ever. Okay, how we read through this. Okay, so pause the video and go to page 320 and read the text. The Best Breakfast Ever by Silver J. King. Read the text. As you read, take note of the interesting phrases that you notice. Remember, okay, have you read the text on page 320? Did you highlight or underline any interesting phrases that you noticed? If you did not, pause the video, go back to the passage, and look at it again. Highlight or underline the interesting phrases that you notice. Okay, welcome back. I hope that after asking you to read the passage a second time, you have taken note of the interesting phrases in the passage. Now, you can start up your handphone, search for the notes taking app. Okay, so in the new list, type descriptive phrases. Okay, these are just some that you can record in your word list. I crashed on the couch. Right? So, in terms of meaning, what does crash mean? So the word crash on the couch, what does it mean? You can write crash. Right? What kind of word is it? It's a verb. Right? What's the meaning of crashed on the couch? Slept on the couch. Okay. Other descriptive phrases that you can write down. I reached in the refrigerator and took out. What do you take out? Okay. Soon I have something cooking in the oven. So what I include this is because you can use it in your essays. Okay. Okay. Another descriptive phrase that you should record down can be this: I never said a word. I just watched her. Any words inside here that you don't know the meaning, it should be quite easy. Right? Next, he ran his fingers through his head of natural curly snow white hair and sat up on the edge of the couch. So, is there any words that you don't know here? Okay, let's say that you don't know the word ran. Is it like the motion that you use with your legs? No, here is ran his fingers through. So ran here obviously is a verb. Okay, and so that means sort of like put his fingers through. But which one is a more effective word? Okay, ran is a more effective word than put, right? Another descriptive phrase that you should record down in your word bank would be, Mom sat down beside him on the couch as he took the plate of food. She kissed him on the cheek. Again, show not tell technique. I think that you should record it down in your list. Next. Okay, one day I found her holding a picture in her hands. I watched her kiss him, and then as she emerged from the cloud of dementia, comma, I heard her say, comma, baby, it won't be much longer until I can come home to heaven to be with you forever. So, if you were to say, okay, I don't know what dementia means, you can go and find out. Okay, try using a dictionary app in your phone. Okay, such as Merriam-Webster, Cambridge Dictionary, dictionary.com. Okay, to find out what dementia means. Okay, and then after that you can type down dementia. Okay, is it a verb, a noun? Okay, so it's noun, right? So what does dementia mean? Okay, for example, here you can dementia, right? So it's a mental illness suffered especially by old people. So you can write that down here. Okay, it's a noun. Okay. Clouds. In this, is this fluffy clouds? Okay. So you might want to find out what it means. You can search the Learner's Dictionary, cloud. Okay. Is it a weather or dirty air? No, it's a description of something. Okay, is it floating in the air? No, not really, because you can't see it. So it's in this term, it means something that is foggy, right? But it's a show not tell kind of technique. I wouldn't say that you need to write the meaning of it. Okay, next. In the new list, type the phrases I want to use. Okay, these are some words that I feel that you want to improve the way that you speak, that people feel that, wow, you mean what you speak, right? So when you're reading, you can always record phrases that you want to use. It can be phrases that you want to use in a compo as well. I found the love of my life. Okay, so when you meet the person that you want to spend the rest of your life with, you can say that. Okay, and the big day finally arrived. So the big day here means important day, right? I was dressed in my finest and wearing my favorite pair of heels when it came in. Okay, so this is what you can write down for girls. Okay, so tweak it. Okay, tweak it so that it's suitable for your context. I was dressed in my finest and wearing my favorite shirt when she came in. Okay, so another possible one. I bent over and kissed him. I can say her on the head and say, I'll be ready whenever you are. Okay, again, show not tell, very strong kind of description in your essay. As I set another fresh cup of coffee on the end of the table, I bent down and kissed him or her while whispering in his ear, it's time to wake up, honey. Again, show not tell kind of technique shown here. Okay. Phrase that not say a phrase. It's a lesson learned, or memory of this writer. Okay, I will never forget what the look of love that passed between them as they made eye contact. Okay, so next time you can use that. I will never forget what the look of hate that passed between the two enemies as they made eye contact. Okay, if you want to write a story about somebody who had a conflict. Okay, honey, I promised you that I would take you out to dinner, and I meant it. He, or even you say I, said sincerely. So what am I trying to teach you here is how you can craft a more convincing essay using show not tell technique, and you don't just read. Okay, you want to create a word bank with the phrases that you want to use in your writing. Okay, so try to write down the interesting phrases that you notice in the passages written by your favorite writers, and then use in an essay. I will be happy to read them. All right. So this is the lesson on word bank.